Awaiting orders. Ouch. Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing. Testing, testing. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
You guys doing alright?
Yes.
Yeah, how are you, Tom?
Yeah, alright. Just hoping we might have someone come in. Cause else we'll have an empty spot.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But yeah, worst case someone gets the luck to pair up with Jeb.
Hi guys, do you hear me or there are some problems or
Yes.
I'm not
Yeah, no,
clear?
everything good.
You're good. You got a kind of like a little
Static.
Yeah, but that's not that bad. It's almost
Yeah, just background noise.
yeah.
Sorry, just
Actually,
came
now it's
over
good.
and
It just disappeared. I don't know what the hell.
okay, just trying to set everything up because I just came out of work, so
Oh
my
yeah,
mistake if something is not okay.
me too. Actually, I'm still working.
Oh,
Hmm.
Just to check the loadouts, can you guys tell me if you have orange smoke grenades on you?
Yes, I
Yes.
have 3.
Right, nice.
yep, I have some. I cannot play this game at work, so it would be
Oh yeah.
there's not enough power on the PCs in hangar because there's no need for it.
Okay.
Oh, there goes something.
Let's hope it was not one of our.
No, just waiting to see if everyone shows up. No couple told me that it would be late. Hello? Quarter?
Yo, Tom.
Hello.
I got a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
What the colors means on your um vest?
I like green.
Oh shit.
Cherry likes red. Jeb hasn't changed anything.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Jeb is
Just-
Jeb.
Helps us. Helps us and you identify who's talking as well. So
And we have the same colors as the traffic light, which is very fitting.
Oh damn. So we know who's the danger one, right?
yeah. So
You
if
can
you
run
see,
over Tom, you don't run over me. And Jeb, it's well, judgment call.
Wow.
Yeah. if you see someone with a red vest in a truck, just be wary.
Oh damn.
Alright, looks like they'll be a bit more late, so we'll get started. Before we start any propers, just to get an idea what you guys looking for in this FTX.
Armored vehicles.
Just here for the hours.
No, it's
procedures.
Fun. Thanks for fun.
Try and know stuff out.
Yeah,
Also
actually.
that, diversifying the portfolio, as they say.
What you say?
Portfolio, he says.
But yeah, tanks are fun. Tanks are very fun, or just armored vehicles
Yes.
in general.
Yeah, the
Right.
procedures and all that kind of thing.
Right.
That
I'm only here because I played War Thunder for like 6 years. I need the tanks, man. I need my fix.
Alright, so yeah. I mean, we don't often have tanks, so yeah,
Yeah, that sucks.
you'll have to fight a lot.
It can be rectified though.
Yeah, you can one-up you up. Generally, you might only have like a driver slots, as those are generally less liked, but
That works anyways.
nice. So to start proper a bit, so just gonna go over what we're gonna do for this FTX. So we're gonna go over the crew roles we have in Unitaf, how we distribute the responsibilities of the crew within those roles. We'll do a quick vehicle ID course with Charish. We'll go over procedures, convoy protocol, so be it at a stop or on the move, and see some of the drills we have in Cavalry for responding to contact or different formations we use. We'll go, so this is tier 1 FTX, so we'll go quite slow, going over the basics. So either if you've read, you might have already read on the SOPs on the website, but it's a good thing to go over it directly. But yeah, we'll go one by one. We'll go over a topic, we'll demonstrate it if needed, and you'll get a chance to practice it. Then we'll have skills that are more and more developed and that build upon the skills we covered at the start. So that's how we're gonna go. Quick intro to remember the core concept of Cavalry and Unitaf. One of the key points is you are here to assist and work with the infantry. Unitaf is mainly focused on the infantry. That's why core infantry is one of the big requirements and the one you need to go from recruit to private. So yeah, that's one thing you have to remember is as vehicle, your main task would be to provide armored transports to the infantry, use your weapons to assist them, or to use the weapons to shift the momentum in the battle, and also have utility vehicles, so we can to support the logistics, communications, or clearing obstacles. To also remember, if you do a bad job as a cavalry, you'll be a hindrance to the infantry, and with that is a mission overall. So it's always you have to be a bit more careful as cavalry, because if you, as driver, if you don't pay attention, you may just ram into an obstacle and everyone inside the vehicle gets injured, delays things. Gunner that doesn't pay too much attention with overpressure may hurt also infantry that's nearby. And if a vehicle is disabled by combat or by skill issue, if you go over a mine or something that you should be able to spot, we'll have a vehicle down, and that may also cause delays, as we'll have to stop the operation. You'll have to wait for repairs. Repairs have to be done, and on its end can we resume the operation. So with cavalry, you have a bit more tools to your disposal, generally a vehicle, sometimes a weapon, but with those you have some responsibilities as well. So remember, as cavalry, unless it details otherwise in the outboard, you're here to support the infantry. If you being safe and not being in danger, so you not covering sector, not getting into the action, make sure that the infantry has a way to fall back. You will be the fallback location and you won't get the action. So it's something to kind of remember when you slot in. Don't expect you just charge in every time and be the hero. You're here to support the infantry, help them be the one they can fall back to. Right. So yeah, then we'll go over just to help, because we have different terms we call vehicles in Unitaf, a bit similar to how you would see in different militaries, but with Charish we'll go over how we do it in Unitaf and how can also help you organize for the slots when you sign up during Orbats.
Thank you, Tom. Let's follow me. Yeah, as Tom said, there are multiple categories for vehicles we use in Unitaf. They might be different from the ones you know, but these are the ones we use. For your vehicle roles, 3 of those categories will be most important, and that's the ones I will talk about with you. The first one is right over here to the east. These are called light vehicles in Unitaf. That means they are wheeled, they are lightly armed, if armed at all, and lightly armored, if armed at all. That means, as for weaponry, they have a machine gun at max, nothing more than that. And for armor, they might be resistant to small arms, but not more than that. Light vehicles have subcategories, 3 of them. First one is the technical, which are civilian vehicles that are adapted for military use, so they have guns on them. Perfect example right there are those. We also just call them techies. And yeah, you will encounter those a lot in the Global War on Terror campaigns. Next category are the mine-resistant ambush protected vehicles, the MRAPs, right here in the middle. Those are protected against small arms, but they're also, as the name implies, resistant to mines. That means if they drive a mine, they might be disabled. Well, they most likely will be disabled, but the people inside will be fine. Again, you will see those mostly on the friendly side in Global War on Terror campaigns, or any kind of counterinsurgencies. The last category for the light vehicles will be the trucks. Well, they can be transport trucks, fuel trucks, for infantry, for ammo, for everything. Pretty self-explanatory what they are. They are not armored, not armed, usually. And yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Any questions to those subcategories in that category?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Fantastic. Next category we have are AFVs. That stands for Armored Fighting Vehicles.
Oh.
They are more heavily armed, at least against small arms, probably more than that. They are wheeled or tracked, as you can see with these examples. We have wheeled ones to the sides and tracked ones in the middle. And they usually have more heavily armored. They either have machine guns or cannons or autocannons. Again, we have subcategories for these vehicles. First one would be APC. The APC would be the M113 right there. The second from the left. Stands for Armored Personnel Carrier. They are usually more lightly armored and armed, as you can probably tell if you've ever driven an M113 in armor. They don't really stand up too much. But they are intended to get infantry in and out of a fight safely. They're not supposed to stick around and fight with the infantry. That would be the role of the next vehicle, the IFV, the Infantry Fighting Vehicle. That's that vehicle right next to it. That one is also supposed to get the infantry in and out of situations, out of AOs, but it's also supposed to stick around. And for that reason, it's more heavily armored. It's usually protected against machine guns as well, heavy machine guns. And it also has heavier weapons, for example, in this case, an autocannon and even an ATGM up there. Third category would be the assault gun. We don't see them very often. They're to the very right. Those are usually just armed with a bigger cannon, same as a tank, but they're not as heavily armored as one. They're usually used in anti-tank roles as vehicle hunting roles. You'll mostly see those in World War II ops, if at all. Pretty rare. And the last one would be the ATGM carriers right here. As the name implies, they are armed primarily with ATGMs, that's anti-tank guided missiles. Very, very dangerous to other vehicles. In this case, it's a bit tricky for the classification because if it did have the ATGMs up there, you might consider that a light vehicle or an MRAP. That's a BRDM, a scout car. It's not very well armored or armed, but because it has those ATGMs, we would still consider it an AFV, just because it poses a pretty significant threat to any vehicles. Any question for those categories? No, fantastic. And last but not least, MBTs. Pretty self-explanatory, very big, wheeled, protected against autocannon fire, sometimes even more than that. They're used for direct fire, and, well, you all know what a tank is. Very dangerous, very good at hunting vehicles, hard to take out. Any questions for the tanks?
No.
Great, then let's do a column facing northeast, and we'll do a little quiz. I'll spawn in some vehicles. And the one first in line will tell me what category that is. You don't necessarily have to call it the subcategory, it's totally fine, it's just the more general category. Alright, let's give me a second. Let's see what I find here. Ah, that one's good. One we encounter quite often.
Oof.
That's an AFV.
That is correct. Any more specifics than that?
It's a APC, an armored personnel carrier.
Correct. Very good job. Next
BTR
one.
60.
It is a BTR 60, but as a comment to that, it can be useful to know the exact types of vehicles. And
BTR is fine.
yeah, BTR first of all, BTR is fine, but second of all, there are some more specific vehicles which will be harder. I'll actually give you a
name.
cycle for Grim. Give me a
Yep.
second. That looks good. What's that?
Ah.
It is a lightly armored vehicle, that's correct.
Yeah.
It's not a techie. Techie would be a civilian vehicle that's
Oh, yeah, you're right.
refitted for civilian
You're
use. I'm pretty sure this one is actually an MRAP, but if you just call out light vehicle, that would be totally sufficient. And the one thing tricky about this one, if you're really specific with the call out, you would call this a Tiger. And that might be confusing to people because not everybody knows each vehicle type. So in my experience, it's usually better to stick with the more generalized terms like MRAP, techie, truck, IFV, because like, sure, everybody in UNITEF knows what a BTR or BMP is, or almost everybody. But if you get to more specific words, it can be a bit more difficult, and people might not know what they're facing. But that's just, that's not SOP, that's just my experience. Alright, next one.
Yeah. Truck. Basically, light, basically no armor truck. I think it's gas or URAL.
Yeah, as I said, the exact isn't that important, but yes, it's a truck, it's a light vehicle, very good.
I think
Alright,
gas.
next one.
Ooh.
Oh, it's
Weasel.
AFV and probably amphibian, no?
Yeah, I would say it is definitely an AFV, armored fighting vehicle. I would say, personally, it's an IFV. It doesn't really transport troops, so
Guzmo.
it's a bit difficult to
Yeah.
discern that sense. But it is certainly not a tank, but it is heavily armored. It does have a machine gun, actually, so it wouldn't be an IFV, it would be an APC.
Yeah, an ATGM.
Oh, okay.
It does have an ATGM? Oh,
yeah,
right.
that's an ATGM.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I never use these vehicles, so yes,
But
but
they're
it
ugly
would
little
still be
shits.
an APC. But if you just say AFV, that would probably be best for these things. Or a tank cat, I think they're called in the campaign.
So whistle.
Alright, very good. Next one.
Hold on, give me a second.
Yeah, don't worry.
He needs to get ready. What?
You good?
Yep.
Alright.
Ooh.
This looks like an AFV, specifically an
That
IFV.
is correct. That is also correct. Does have an autocannon, it's pretty heavily armored. Not as heavy as a tank, of course. It can transport troops, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, that is correct.
We
Warrior.
back to the line.
And last one, if I'm not mistaken.
Light vehicle ambulance. Light
Yes.
vehicle van.
Technically, it is a light vehicle, but in this case, it would be very important to call out civilian ambulance so we don't shoot it. Unless we know
Yeah.
it's co-opted by enemies, of course.
Yeah, just one distinction. Light vehicle only covers military vehicles. If it's a civilian vehicle, call it a car, a truck, or a van. With light vehicle is only for military vehicles.
Okay.
Alright, great. Any questions for vehicle identification?
No.
Fantastic. Then,
Anyone want the bonus one?
Okay.
Oh, I do.
I want a bonus one as well.
And the
With a
guy
bonus ball, what?
Who wants the bonus one?
and the guy
I do,
put a
I do.
beat.
Alright then, off you go, Sandpix.
That's my medal.
Ah,
Oh,
I love this thing.
Come on.
Oh, I know this one. I know this one.
Oh,
Favorite
yeah.
vehicle in the fucking game.
Well, it doesn't strike me as something with enough space for a person. It
Oh,
looks
yeah.
more like a UAV. It does?
yes.
It does
Is
have
the
space,
driver
of course.
also the gunner?
No.
No.
No. Oh, it's open.
Okay.
It's not a civilian vehicle.
Oh my god.
Doctrinally, I
You're
feel
correct
like it
with
would
that.
be used more like a technical. Well, I guess it's closer to an IFV because it doesn't seem like it can carry that many. Wait a second, hold on a minute. No, they can't sit on the vents. I'll say IFV. That's my final answer.
Well, it is difficult. It is a huge.
Personally, I would say it's a UAV.
Unmanned.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
it's
UAV.
not a UAV.
Yeah, it's
It
a
is a
UAV.
UAV, it's an
It's
unmanned
a
vehicle.
UGV stomper, but it's
yeah,
a
it's a
light,
UGV.
light armor vehicle.
Yeah, but I'd say more IFV. Because it's not a technical, it's not an MROG. Because I mean, do you think this thing can stand an anti-tank mine? And it's not
I
a
mean,
truck.
this thing is difficult. I would just call it an UGV, an unmanned ground vehicle, or the Stomper. Most people know what that is. But if you need to classify it as one of the categories, I personally would say it's an APC because it doesn't have very, it doesn't have high caliber weapons. It does have a grenade launcher, which is pretty nice, but that's not really, that doesn't really differentiate it. But
It's,
the main gun itself is a machine gun, so
Yeah, it's actually the same vehicle as I was in my test.
Dude, I'm a fish install. I haven't played Arma very long. This is cheating. No fair.
You wanted the bonus
Yeah,
one?
he won.
Oh, you
for some reason it doesn't
specialist.
want to I don't know.
This is mean. This is
Right.
bullying.
Right. Then
So,
I'll head it off to I believe.
yep, so that does it for vehicle ID. Let's just teleport to the new next area.
Oh.
Right. Gonna be talking for a bit. But yeah, here I'm gonna go over the roles and responsibilities in the crew in the vehicle. So overall overview of it. Every crew has some key responsibilities, be it with what they are able to do from the seat themselves, or other responsibilities, be it communicating or other tools that multiple have access to. We have 3 roles in unit of a commander, driver, and gunner. And the 4th role, that is kind of an add-on, is a passenger role. Passengers have also responsibilities and duties inside the vehicle. We'll cover that a bit later. So first role I'm going to explain is the commander. Commander has overall control of the vehicle. If something goes bad with the vehicle, he's responsible as well. If the crew is doing something awesome, he's the one that needs to get the praise up. He dictates the overall movement, identifies targets, says what the intent is for the objective, and gives detailed instructions to the crew as needed. Main responsibilities are for communication, so be it inside the crew, so making sure communication between all the three crew members, but also with passengers if there are any, as well as other vehicles in the area and higher leadership. He's also the navigator, so helps the driver traverse terrain, be it with a map and placing markers or guiding through, but also with his camera or external view of the vehicle. He has a better, generally better situational awareness than the driver and can assist him that way. Second role of the vehicle crew is a driver. Can someone tell me one of the main responsibilities of the driver?
Not driving into mines.
Yeah! So yeah, driving safely. Can think of... so he listens to the commands of the commander. He maintains the spacing during convoy or movement. And he has... he makes sure the front of the vehicle is safe during movement or during halts. He's one of the personnel that's in the vehicle at all times, unless told to dismount unless told to dismount directly, or the bailout command has been given. Cover bailout in a bit later. He coordinates with the gunner to find a good shooting position for his own, and you can think of for tanks or AAVs where you need a bit more coordination, ensures the held down position or falling back during a reload of the guns. In the absence of a specified commander, so be it during combat, commander goes down, or on an orbit where a commander is not assigned to the vehicle, the driver is a de facto commander, so he's the second in all crews.
Carter, you're backing.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, are you able to move to push to talk?
Yeah, I'll do it right now. Wait.
Right, thank you. So yeah, whilst there's not a commander, the driver is takes over the duties of the commander. So all the navigating and communication with other elements. Third role, the gunner. Pretty simple. He knows that he's in charge of the main weapon of the vehicle. He's supposed to know how the weapon works and uses it to engage targets, but also protect the vehicle and its occupants. He works in coordination with the driver to get good shooting position and eliminate targets, and he listens to the commander for specific orders or targets to prioritize. Fourth role in the vehicle is passengers. Passengers are not considered crew members, but they still have some responsibilities when mounted in the vehicle. First one is to remain quiet when needed. So when combat situation, the crew needs to be able to focus and have clear comms. So passengers remain quiet. Only the leaders, so it be depending on the size of the vehicle, team leaders or any squad leaders, should be the one talking up and communicating with the crew. If the vehicle has an intercom, all passengers should stay on cargo or on the cargo intercom, or move to different missed channels, whereas the crew intercom should remain only with the crew. All passengers should look out for additional targets or obstacles or threats, generally in the area the gunner is not watching. And if they do spot a threat or a target, they should be doing this. They should voice up with the contact reports that helps the crew be knowledgeable. In case the vehicle comes to a halt or becomes immobilized, they are also responsible for doing ARD, all-round defense, around the vehicle whilst it's not moving. Special responsibilities for the leader of the passenger. So depending on the element size, team lead, squad lead, or buddy team lead, he's the one that must call the call sign all up when to the crew when his element is fully mounted. The crew should not move out or should only move out once the element leader has called the all up from the for that the call sign that's supposed to mount up. Alright, any questions about crew roles?
No.
Right, let's squeeze for a bit. Reaper, can you tell me one of the responsibilities of the driver?
Keep the vehicle in good shape while he's driving to some place that the commander says, or maybe pulling back the vehicle while a gunner is reloading the ammo cam.
Yeah, keeping the vehicle safe. Right. William, can you tell me one of the responsibilities of the commander?
To navigate, help the driver navigate to certain positions.
Yep, navigation. Clarky, can you tell me another responsibility of the driver?
To coordinate with the gunner so they're in the correct positions for fire.
Yeah, exactly. Sampex, can you tell me one of the responsibilities of the gunner?
Be careful to not fire over friendly infantry and killing or damaging them with overpressure.
Yeah, so knowing friendly positions to not engage and make sure PID for targets to engage. Right, Carclam,
Yep.
can you tell me one of the responsibilities of the passengers?
One of the responsibilities is looking for contacts or other obstacles in the road, like when he could see some mines and he just pass them, just to the others, or
Yeah, so yeah, looking out for threats.
basically.
And the Coder, can you tell me another responsibility of the commander that hasn't been said?
Good question. Did they say about navigating? I think someone said about navigating.
Already done navigation.
So the first, I think he actually commands the crew of the vehicle to disembark and cut in. He's the commander.
Yeah, so yeah, in charge of the vehicle and gives orders to the crew as needed. Right. So that should be all good. So for the next part, if everyone goes up on the towers, show you an example, discuss about. So if you guys look to the east, we have two examples of convoy line. So one MRAPs and another one with the Humvees. So those are to kind of demonstrate spacing. So spacing, similar to as you do in the infantry, is important because if one thing explodes and it takes out one vehicle, if you have enough spacing, it only takes one vehicle. You don't have the whole convoy with taken out with a chain of explosion.
And this thing is a thing, right?
Yes. So yeah, spacing is both for tactical and technical. If we're having, depending on if we're having a heavy vehicle up, generally it tends to hurt a bit more for desync, so we'll increase spacing in those cases. Now we have two examples. So one with MRAPs and one with the Humvees behind. Can someone tell me which spacing they would prefer to use?
Yeah, the MRAP spacing.
First,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And even
Well, when
sorry.
yeah, so yeah, the spacing is good. Good space between the vehicles. Can someone tell me one of the disadvantages that you would have with having a spacing that size?
One of the what? Sorry?
Yeah, sorry. Repeat.
Disadvantages.
Oh, that
One of the bad points of having spacing
Yeah.
that big.
one is the call for contacts. If you call a contact in the first vehicle, and if you stop in the first vehicle, the last vehicle will continue driving until you get close to the vehicle in front. And that's a problem because if there's like a trap or a ambush, they're gonna get in the position the enemy wants, right?
Generally, what you want for the spacing is to keep it. So if you see the vehicle in front stopping, you should stop as well to maintain the spacing.
Oh, you don't need the order to stop. Just if you see him stop,
No,
stop.
yeah, the key during movement that we have is spacing is meant to be kept even during holds.
If that lead vehicle gets attacked, for example, wouldn't having such large spacing make it a little bit more difficult to support it?
That's one of the things. So yeah, if you have a big spacing, if the rear, for example, the rear vehicle gets hit, maybe this one can help him out with cover. But if you have more obstacles in the way, the first two vehicles can't do anything. So you can see this spacing would be good for traveling along open roads in the countryside. But as soon as you come into more cities, where you have to do a bit more turns, that's where it becomes a bit less practical. And you also have a longer footprint. So between the first and the last vehicle, you have around 200 to 300 meters with that spacing. So you're more spread out, more vulnerable. Whereas with the Humvees, you would need to travel at a slower speed. But all vehicles are within range to support each other in case one of them is attacked. Right. So those are key things for spacing. Another thing talked about it is the speed. So during a convoy, when we move, the most important part is the spacing, so distance between vehicles, and the second one is the speed of the convoy. The speed helps everyone guides what speed you should be going at, and helps the front vehicle go at a set speed. So that if everyone has a perfect spacing, you should all be going at the same speed. If you're on roads, you can increase the speeds and with that increase the spacing. If you're within urban or more restricted terrain, you decrease the spacing and with it decrease the speed. Key thing to know is, for example, if you have a spacing of 50 meters and the vehicle in front of you is 100 meters away, you're authorized to go over the set speed to catch up, reduce the spacing to what the spacing should be, and then you can move back to the set speed of the convoy.
Question.
Yes.
As I said, I'm a fresh install, so I don't know if this is a feature in the vanilla game. Is there a speed limiter, or do you have to keep edging the W? Okay, great.
Aha, good thing. That's the next thing I was going to cover. So we have 2 keybinds, 4 keybinds you should know. Once you're in the driver, you have the delete key, which enables the speed limiter, and insert, which is for cruise control. Cruise control is nice, but be wary, because you can still keep going, and if you can become incapacitated, the vehicle might still go.
Which one is cruise control again?
Cruise controls is insert.
Okay, thank you. I always write down keybinds because it's more useful to have them.
And so when you press the key, it enables it at the speed you're currently at. So if you're going 32 and you press delete, it sets your speed limiter to 32 kilometers per hour. So even if you hold W and even use shift to go faster, you'll still be limited.
Be right back. They're hitting my door. Sorry. I'll be right back in
Yeah,
30 seconds.
The other two keybinds, which are kind of the same, is if you hold Control and you scroll wheel up and down, you will increase the speed limit and the cruise control speed by 5 by steps of 5 kilometers per hour. So if you're going 30, you want to increase your speed limiter to 50, you hold down Control and scroll up until you go to 50. It should pop up on the top right. We'll do it a bit of practice after to make sure everything works. Alright, any question about spacing and speed for a convoy?
No.
No.
Key thing to note is how spacing and speed is given. Is generally done number. So if you hear 5050, this would mean speed of 50 kilometers per hour and 50 meters of distance between vehicles. If you hear 8060, 80 kilometers per hour with a distance of 60 meters. Right. Everyone ready to drive for a bit?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Once I hand out the teleportation, if everyone can sign into 250. Just need to tune in.
.250 radio check clocky.
Right, everyone, you have a Humvee to your northeast. Take one, get in the driver's seat. Everyone should be in a separate Humvee. Yeah, go ahead and take one of them as a driver.
Okay, I'll just choose one, I think.
Good check.
Okay, I'm back.
Right, yeah, no need to sign in, I'll see.
Get on 250
Green, if
and
you
get into one of the Humvees.
Humvees. That's empty.
5.
And on
Have to use the one to the left.
radio channel 250, yes, and one of the empty Humvees.
Right, if everyone turns their engine on. Now if you press the delete key, top right should say speed limiter on. And then use the control and scroll wheel up to move it to 20 km/h.
I have a stupid question. Over.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's the delete? Because I.
If you don't have an English keyboard, the lead key is on the 6 buttons above your arrow keys. It's the bottom left.
Got it. Thanks. Over.
And top left would be insert, so the speed, the cruise control.
Right, once you have a speed limiter set to 20, you can start moving. Try not to run into each other.
I'll go with this in a second.
Everyone increase limit to 50. Height decrease to 40. Right, good job everyone. Now turn off the speed limiter and stop at the end of the runway. Full speed. Right, you can just stop the Humvees with hold here. Right, everyone engine off and dismount.
No need to park it. Yeah, no need to park it. Engine off, dismount. Should be scroll wheel menu. Just see engine off. Yep.
That was embarrassing. Thank you, Tom.
Okay, imagine getting
Right.
done,
Did the speed limiter work for everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the ID. So you can use it, increase it, decrease it a bit, or decrease to adjust a bit more granularly your spacing. But most important is for the front vehicle to kind of have the side base for everyone to follow in behind. So this is mostly for the front vehicle to worry about the speed limit. Right, now we're gonna move on to convoy security. Everyone holds for a bit.
Oh my god, your antenna. It's like,
It's like 20 foot this guy.
Jesus Christ, that's a big.
That's a big antenna, man.
Well, if you're so intimidated by it.
Oh, he's put that down.
Being drugged.
always.
Right, let's go over. William, which direction is the turret turned on this Humvee?
So it's 12 o'clock on northeast.
That's... What? That's...
Well. Can you fix them, chart? Yeah, a bit of a sync with all of them.
Oh, what one?
Yeah.
It's the gun's facing to its front, northeast.
Yeah, no worries, it's just a bit of desync if you win later.
Alright.
Yep.
It's facing to the east direction.
So, one of the fancy things we have in vehicles is turrets. So, how we use the turrets is during the move, we are able to do ARD, or on defense, even whilst we're moving. This is done by having vehicles over different sectors, depending on the position in the convoy. What we have set is the front vehicle covers the front sector, and the rear vehicle covers the back sector, with all vehicles alternating between left and right sectors. You can see this on the board here, where you have the front vehicle covering front, this one covers left, this one covers right. When we have more than 4 vehicles, the vehicles in the center would keep alternating. So if you think of a 6 vehicle convoy, you have the first one covering front, second one covering left, then third right, fourth left, fifth right, and the 6th will cover the rear. Right. Can someone tell me a reason why we want to have set sectors and alternating sectors for everyone?
So basically everyone's not looking the same way and then leaving a sector unsecure.
Yeah, exactly. So let's say you're in the third vehicle gunner. You see the second vehicle gunner looking to the right. Which direction should you look at, Joha?
As second.
If you're third vehicle gunner and the second vehicle gunner is looking to the right, which direction should you look at?
I should do left.
Yes. So yeah.
Pattern.
Depending on the situation, second vehicle may be looking right or left, whichever you should stick to a direction. We don't have a set for second vehicle to look only left or only right. We adapt it to whoever we have in front of you.
Got a question?
But yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I don't know if you want to complete the idea first, then I can.
Yes. But yeah, if you see someone not covering a sector or not covering a set sector, just call them out quickly over the radio. Tell them make sure they made in their sector. Allows you to be more effective in only having to worry about your sector. Because if someone not covering their sector, they're not putting themselves in danger. Not only putting themselves in danger, they're also putting everyone else in the convoy in danger. Right. What was your question, Reaper?
Yeah. In here, when we have contact and we have contact, for example, of the 3 o'clock. We did the same as the infantry, that the right flank will handle it, and the rest should focus on their sectors, or everyone should, or at least vehicles close to the contact one should facing their turret towards the contact.
You should always cover the sector you have during movement and during hold.
Okay.
So if you're the third vehicle, you're going looking left. Once we have a contact to the right, continue watching left, because there might be contact left that we don't know about. So it's key to make sure you keep an eye on your sector, because the threats you don't know are some more dangerous.
Copy.
Right. One of the next thing going over convoy security is communication. Key comms we have in convoy are stepping off, calling out turns, and calling out when the convoy is stopping. Those communications are given by the front and rear vehicle. So front vehicle steps off, he goes over radio, number 1 or front vehicle or his call sign stepping off. Second vehicle steps off and follows him, does not announce it over the radio. Third vehicle steps off, follows second vehicle, does not announce it over the radio. Fourth vehicle is the last vehicle. He starts off and announces it over the radio, last vehicle stepping off. Can someone tell me the reason why only the first and last vehicle would go for the radio for those comms?
The first doesn't have a front vehicle that he should be worried to know when to step off, and the last vehicle can see the last one to then go and step off. So no need to chatter on the radio or spam the radio.
Yeah, if imagine a 20 vehicle convoy, you want to hear 20 times stepping off, stepping off, stepping off, and if you have a left turn, left turn, left turn, left turn, left turn for everyone, no. The only thing we really need to worry about is a front and last vehicle, because if we don't hear the last vehicle calling out a turn, we know there might have been an issue. Maybe they got taken out, or a vehicle in the middle of the convoy stopped and we lost contact with them. So those are the key comms: stepping off, turning left, turning right, or going straight if it's not clear, depending on the terrain, and as well as holding or stopping. Generally, when you call a hold or a stop, you try to give a quick reason. So holding checkpoints, or holding contact, or holding goat on the road. Just add some information so everyone knows. Right, everyone good with front and rear lead and rear vehicle announcements?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, and then we're gonna go through kind of the dangers you have to look out for in a convoy. If Charlie wants to introduce them to us.
Sure. What we have to look out for, especially as a driver, are beautiful, beautiful IEDs.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, lovely, lovely job.
However, explosives in general, mines, all that good stuff. IED, of course, stands for improvised explosive device. We have some examples here. We have some large ones and we have some smaller ones, but just because they're small doesn't mean they're that much less dangerous. For our light vehicles, they are just as deadly. We also have some satchel charges. They can be used for VBIEDs, as you can see over there beautifully. And of course, you also have to look out for anti-tank mines and the like. But yeah. So pretty self-explanatory. If you see them, call them out. Don't drive over them. Drive around them. If that's not really necessary, you might have to take another route.
I think you should give us an example of why we shouldn't drive over them.
And you can step on them if you want to.
No,
but I can give you an example why I can give you. You can try.
So I did it in EOD. I did it in EOD training. They go.
No, it's
they
fine.
go up
I have
well.
damage disabled on me.
Oh
no, nothing
I
happened.
have stepped on an IED. I wonder what will happen.
Nothing.
But I might
you're
be
not
able to
heavy
show you
enough.
something very nice.
Believe me, if this were activated, we're all dead already.
Yep.
You need to eat a few more pies, mate.
Yeah, you need some more food.
Ah,
I am a bit skinny, admittedly.
Right, now I'm moving.
Now to show you specifically the danger of a VBIED.
I'd get back if I was you people.
Everyone watch closely.
First of all, normal IED first. Boom.
and
Fortunately, that was an ambush protected Humvee, so the vehicle itself was more or less fine. But as you can see, well, now it's not any. No, it's not fine.
No, it's not.
They were fine.
Okay.
Yeah. As you can see, pretty deadly, especially for light vehicles. Yeah, and we also have BBIDs, which can be even more deadly because they have a very, very big boom. All right.
oh, this Private Willem is hurt.
It's alright, I've been
Yeah,
here.
you got a bit of shrapnel on him. He's alright.
Oh, my boy.
Don't step on the IED, even if it's a
Yeah,
dummy.
it's like
You're not heavy enough.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I'm deaf.
You should have your earplugs in, Clarky, come on.
Mop, mop, mop.
That was a tank.
Right, it's a quick demonstration.
Now I show you the deadliness of a VBI.
You have a car with a guy in a red jacket, red vest, driving straight towards you.
Oh,
Not the
so that's why you
tank.
said that earlier.
That's humongous
And he's
explosion.
fine.
Miracle.
You'll see.
That was the reacting protection acting over there now?
No,
Abrams don't have
not-
reactive
And I
armor.
think he lost
you a-
track,
are you a
engine
Russian
damaged.
I'm muted. As you saw right there, and as you can see from the smoke, the tank is quite
Right
damaged.
back.
It's actually still fighting, capable of fighting because the turret is still more or less fine, but engine's dead, tracks are dead. And if VBID does that to a tank, you can imagine what it does to anything light.
Oof.
So if we see a guy in a red jacket coming
IDs
towards us in a
sent us
jeep,
like-
we shoot him and run away.
Oh, you're
Exactly.
very quiet.
I said if we see a guy in a red jacket coming towards us during this training with a vehicle, we shall shoot him and move off the road.
I mean, you can
Correct.
try to shoot me, but you won't be successful.
no.
Okay, then
Oh, no.
if there are no questions for IDs, then off to Tom, I believe.
Right, then we're gonna go and start driving a bit. If you guys open your map, we have a small course, the green road. The start is here, left turn, right turn, and then a quick hold, so the driver and gunner rolls. The 2 lefts, 1 right, and 1 left to arrive at the index location. The birds are Percy orbit, so we have Grim Reaper and Cicator in red team. You have the red flag vehicle, William and Samtex in the blue vehicle, Kirkland and Juha in the green. Krakish, you'll be assisted by Jeb in the
Yellow.
black flag vehicle, because we
Oh,
don't
black.
have a yellow flag.
Right, okay.
Oh, they get the Unitaf flag. This is bullshit. I wanted that.
Do you want a white flag?
No.
Right, so everyone just remember, put in your earplugs and Juha join 250 for the comms of it on everything.
Grim Reaper 250 check.
Syntax 250 check.
Okay, it's good.
Good check, spotters.
Right, once you have your body, get in the there. You
We're
should
going.
You
one
wanna
person
drive or
will be
you want a
driver,
gun?
one will be
William!
gunning.
Yes.
What's
You
you
want
gonna
a driver?
be?
You want a gun?
I'll let you choose
Yeah,
first.
the first one.
Okay, I want to. I
You
want
want
a gun.
strive first?
First one.
You want the gun first?
No, you
I'm
wanna
okay to. You can drive first if you want.
be my guess. Question: should we take the gunner seat?
You have one gunner, one driver, yes.
Take that gunner seat, boy.
Yeah. Hold on, let me go to shouting.
Okay, we need to take point.
250 radio check, counter.
280, you want check.
I don't trust Jeb and that other turret. No.
Gunner? I'm bad internet.
Okay.
Um,
Good one. Green.
Okay.
Right, if you guys are ready, we're gonna go with the current orders: red, green, blue, and black.
Counter radio check, can you hear me?
Good check.
Good check.
Good check.
First car moving. Oh, wait. Hold on. Stepping off. Are we moving?
It's
Hey, firm, waiting for you. We'll go at Convoy
20.
First car moving.
Second moving. Last car stepping off.
I roughly mark you the route.
You'll have a right turn, then 2 left turns.
It's in the green dots.
First car moving, moving right.
I think we were supposed to take the exit of the airstrip and
First
then...
car moving left.
No, it's all fine. How you doing?
First car turn.
Go on the middle of the road, so if it's a IAD, we can identify it first.
And we might be going 20, copy.
20.
Or someone's going a fucking fast 20.
First car,
Contact
contact left.
Contact.
Continue moving, continue moving.
Keep moving, don't stop.
If you need to close the gap, you're good to speed up. Next will be a right turn.
First car turning right.
IAD.
Third car, mine.
Right, convoy, hold.
First vehicle in good shape, we can repair it.
Taking over the lead, taking on the lead.
First vehicle repaired.
Right, convoy, return to formation. Last car stepping off. Feel free to pass me, just take
Car moving forward.
We'll move to convoy 6050.
That was a natty IAD, bro. It was right on the turn.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a fucking rabbit. God damn it.
Yeah.
Contact 3 o'clock of the first vehicle.
Contact right.
Green team, make sure you maintain a spacing of 50 meters. Roger that.
Look to the right.
Right, everyone convoy hold.
First car stepping off.
You're stepping off. Last car hold.
Yeah, first car hold.
Alright, everyone switch who is driving with who's guiding.
I can't exit for some reason. Wait.
Yeah, get out and come back in.
Too hot.
Blue team up. There you go.
Black team
Keep
is
the
up.
yeah. If you
We're switching, yes.
oh no, look at that.
GPS is default, like,
Oh, you cannot get it with the Windows key. What the fuck?
I have a check keyboard, so
I mean,
think I will
we have.
have to.
We're going to switch. Hold on, swap. Okay.
Yeah, we are going to swap.
Our
Black team has northwest covered.
our first vehicle is kind of weird. We cannot access with the Windows key.
But you can with the mouse
Yeah,
wheel,
yeah, I know, but that's weird. First vehicle ready.
Right. Only thing, remember, even when you're holding, cover your sector gunners. Convoy step off, 50-50.
Copy that. That means that we should start at 50k an hour, right?
Yes.
Okay.
A firm.
First cars moving.
Last car stepping off.
First car turning left. Turning left again.
Last Vic turning left. Last car turning left.
Contact 3 o'clock of the first week. Focus on the front. Yeah, yeah, good shit.
We have contact right.
First vehicle turning right. On the turn right is close to the turning. Wide turn, wide turn.
Oh, nice.
First vehicle back to the road.
Whoever's in that gun in the green team, make sure you're covering your sector.
Last vehicle back on the road. Right, everyone left turn, then stop after the gate.
Copy that. First vehicle turning left.
Last vehicle turning left.
First.
What do you mean stepping off? Last vehicle hold. Alright, everyone, engine off, dismount.
First vehicle stepping off.
Dismount.
The guy was continually.
So no one crossed the finish line.
Oh,
my friend.
No one went through the finish line.
By foot, yeah. By foot, yeah.
Run over.
There we go.
Alright, convoy over.
Jeb, you should have crossed the finish line, mate. Come on.
I don't like the finish.
No, it's not my job.
Right, and so some good things with the comms, front and rear vehicle, calling out things. One thing that tends to be left off even from experienced people, so just keep it in mind, keep practicing it. If you see someone not doing it, call them out on it. But yes, only thing maybe to focus more is keep your sectors. If you start covering a sector, keep it covered. Don't try to switch around left, right. Even if you have contact on the other sides, the others trust you to cover your sector. You should trust them to cover their sector. So if someone else is covering the contact, if you're covering left and you have contact right, you should be able to trust the one covering the right to be able to deal with that contact. Right, but yeah, apart from that, look good. Now we know how we go during the move. Next, we'll have how we do during the hold. To have basic formation, which is just a line, it's the same as when we're moving. When we call a hold or everyone just stops in the middle of the road or where they are, maintains the spacing, and awaits further orders. So this is most basic formation, basic hold. But we also have the other formation. If you guys look at the boards to the north, we have the herringbone and the cold formation. Herringbone is everyone drives off immediate. Once cold, everyone drives off the road at a 45-degree angle. You do not try to catch up and be close to the vehicle in front of you. You do it immediately. The aim for the herringbone is to clear the road as fast as possible and be able to come back to the road as fast as possible. So you get off the road, that anything that needs to pass through. So examples can be civilian vehicles we give priority to, or medevac vehicles we want to give priority to. So herringbone formation is called you go off the roads. How we do it is alternate. So example here, we have the front vehicle going to the right. So front herringbone right. That tells second vehicle to go to the left, third to the right, and last vehicle will do to the left. Pretty easy, depending on what you have. For example, if you have a wall right on the roads, if you are able to move for 5 to 10 meters up and have a bit empty space that you can do the herringbone, should be fine. But if you don't have one nearby, just hug as much as you can the obstacle and clear as much of the road as you can.
I got a question about that. Sorry. In that case, the covering position will change, right? If I was on the second vehicle looking right and the first vehicle turned to a right and he just do that herringbone formation, when I turn to the left, I should cover my 12, right?
Yep. So yeah.
Okay.
Good call for the sectors. So the sectors may change when you go to the formation, but the basic principle is the same. Front vehicle covers front, so direction of travel. Rear vehicle covers rear, where you came from, and depending on which side of the road you're stopped in, that's the side you need to cover on.
Okay.
Right, everyone good with herringbone?
Yeah.
Right, next one is a coil formation. Aim of the coil formation is to provide as much trust security in the center of the formation as possible. So we do it when we do an extensive hold, or we need to dismount infantry, or we have something we need to make sure we have as much obstacles in between, where we have obstacles between the enemy and what we need to protect. Key things to note for the core formation. Exterior should be done by every vehicle that has a turret. For example, if in the convoy, if we have logistic trucks that don't have guns on top, that would generally either fill in the blanks or do another smaller call in the center. If we have enough vehicles to provide outside security. And second thing you remember is the spacing. Give enough room between the vehicles in the coil so that if one is taken out, it doesn't take out the whole coil. So try to give at least 10 to 15 meters between each vehicles, and give enough room, for example, for infantry to mount and dismount. So if you have rear-mounted, troops mount from the back of the vehicle, make sure you are a bit away from the center, so that if everyone opens their ramps, we don't all go to space, thanks to Arma. When coil is front vehicle holds in the middle of the road, vehicle fills in, covering, let me see what's on the notes. Contrary to what's in the example, how we do call is second vehicles goes left, third vehicles right. So second vehicles covers 9 o'clock, third vehicles covers the right o'clock, and then every vehicle behind fills in front right, front left, rear right, rear left. And then the last vehicle will do a 180 and face towards the direction the convoy came from. Any questions on the coil?
No.
I don't so.
Right. Just small example. Let's say we have 5 vehicles with turrets in the convoy. You go in the direction of travel. A call is called. You have a big mountain that's impassable to the right. The fourth vehicle, where would it go?
The extra vehicle would go to the left where the open is, not to the mountain.
Yeah. So yeah, depending on the terrain, you might stack things a bit more to one direction. So if you think open terrain, or if you're facing toward the city, where there's a lot more opportunity for an enemy to pick out of, you want more guns and more person covering that sector. But thankfully we only have 4 vehicles here, so should be pretty simple when we need to call it. To come out of the formations, herringbone should be pretty simple. You should be able to only go forwards and go back on the road, so try not to park yourself up to an obstacle in front of you. Try to leave room for yourself to get back on the road with only going forward. For the goal formation, a bit more trouble, as the rear vehicle needs to do a 180, and everyone and the vehicles covering the side need to join back on the road. But generally, we go back in the same formation to step off from the coil. Right, everyone ready to execute on those?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, we'll change a bit the order. We'll have green front, red second, black third, and blue fourth.
Okay.
Right, if everyone wants to get back in the vehicles.
Right, Shab, you want to drive first? You want me to drive first again?
You drive.
Okay.
Yeah, last second.
We're second.
Okay.
This was a fun FTX, isn't it?
Yep, I think it is.
Alright, everyone quickly look at your map, look at the red route, so we're at our text dish. We're gonna do a right turn on the road, left turn to continue south along MSR, then turn left off road, join back on the road right. We'll do gold swap rolls, go through the town of Kharkov, continue on the road left and then at index dish. Be sure to listen, I will be giving calls for when I want you guys to execute the herringbone and the coil. And we'll swap which vehicle is in front after each coil. So you guys can step off. Order again is green, red, black, blue.
Last vehicle stepping off, over. Squad lead, you haven't told us speed and spacing, over.
Convoy will be 5050 for the moment.
Copy, over.
Convoy, herringbone, herringbone.
Last vehicle turning right.
First vehicle, herringbone.
Last vehicle, herringbone.
First vehicle, stop.
Green vehicle, radio check, 250.
Hello.
Alright, did you hear the call for herringbone? Alright, convoy, step off again, same order.
Stepping off.
Last vehicle stepping off, over. Last vehicle turning right on the main road.
Convoy, herringbone, herringbone. Alright, convoy, step off.
First vehicle stepping off.
Last vehicle stepping off, over.
Convoy turn left, direction east off-road.
First vehicle turning left off-road, over.
Convoy coil.
Last vehicle turning left off-road, over.
Blue team, you're a bit far. Reverse a bit to you closing the coil.
It's good, over.
You're good now. Right, we'll swap the order a bit. Blue is now front vehicle. Blue, green, red, lock. Right, blue once ready, step off east.
Yeah, that way. Between the wall and the other two, man. Yeah. Just pass them on the left. Got it.
First vehicle stepping off, over. First vehicle turning right on the road, over.
Convoy, herringbone.
Vehicle, herringbone left. Civilian vehicle, ambulance coming through.
Convoy step off.
First vehicle stepping off.
Last vehicle stepping off.
Convoy coil.
Vehicle stop. Vehicle contact southeast.
Red and black, you are too far from the two front vehicle. Move up closer.
Front vehicle contact to our northeast, over. To our southeast.
Gunner down.
Survey going inform. Contact 3 o'clock.
Gunner down again.
Lead vehicle to our other vehicles, contact to our front is down.
Yeah, we still got plenty of contact to our right.
Three o'clock looks clear.
Let me just use combat
We got contact west, contact west. Oh, he's dead.
Okay, no bleeding. I got health magazines still in. I'll reload the Okay, see, nothing bad happened. Nothing ever happened.
RPG from the 3 o'clock. Reloading.
Yeah, I'll give you person fire.
It's a 50 cal, it shoots through walls.
Not going.
Can't use shit, William. Can you go to shop?
Now it goes.
Alright, everyone, swap driver and gunner.
Fuck! Balls! Oh shit, man. Can you handle the radio contact since you're gunner?
We'll have the new orders. Black will be front vehicle with blue following, green following, red rear.
Copy. Red. Rear.
Black once ready, step off to the east.
First week stepping off.
Last vehicle stepping off.
Convoy, herringbone, herringbone.
Speak to turning left.
Alright, convoy step off.
First week stepping off.
Last vehicle stepping up.
Convoy coil, coil. Convoy move coil around the Humvee, where we have friendly casualties.
Let me see.
Alright, Convoy, prepare to step off. We'll have red front, black second, blue, then green rear.
Reloading.
Green rear, roger that.
First vehicle taking lead. First vehicle stepping up.
Convoy, herringbone, herringbone.
Yeah, we're stepping off behind you guys.
Alright, Convoy, step off again.
First vehicle stepping up. Turning left.
Last vehicle stepping off.
Convoy, herringbone.
We have heli from rear.
Convoy, step off.
First vehicle stepping up.
Convoy, coil, coil.
Contact rear.
Contact northeast. Do you see them?
Green, reverse, move closer to the coil. everyone index, turn off engine, dismount and regroup at center.
All right, I'll continue telling that story later. But trust me, it's very fun.
The Vietnam one's good.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think a bit rough at the start, but yeah, you guys got the hang of it. So yeah, as you go, remember for the herringbone, try to look for areas where you can go back up. You can go back on the road front without having to reverse. You don't have to go cleanly off the road, just to the side of it if you don't have the room. So like avoid going into compounds or going through walls. But yeah. What cover just a bit later. But yeah, so good coverage for sector coverage during the stops. Better herringbone or coil. So it looked really nice. And also try to talk a bit with each other. So if you see a vehicle way off outside of formation during a coil or herringbone, try to reach out to them, assist them in moving, making the formation better, or covering any blind spot if there's any. Right. Yeah, go there.
Yeah, the question, if we're doing the herringbone and I'm as a gunner in the last car, what direction, what sector should I cover?
You
should cover the rear. Always, if there's a last vehicle, you should always be covering the direction you're coming from.
Okay, cool.
I have a question also. Maybe
Yeah,
you guys cover. Can we resupply on meds?
Let me reset your loadout.
Yeah, I'm now. Okay.
Should be good now.
I use some medicinals as well.
Sound text, is it?
Yes.
No, I'm not good. I've this. Yeah, I'm still running low.
How many do you have? Should have bandages and everything you need.
Yep, it's all there. I have another question. Where's Charybdis? Is he gonna come in with a Karen Bombas soul?
Good question. We'll answer it
I
later.
don't like that answer.
Alright, moving on to the last part of the FTX. If runs good with the formations. Had occasion there, but what we also have standards and procedures is action zone. So those are set drills we have when a situation comes up. The convoy commander or the lead vehicle will call out the action will do. So those are contact push through, contact dismount and assault. We have action on disabled vehicle and action on canonizing grounds. Those are set behavior that we use, so we don't have to explain in detail what we want to do. First one is push through, pretty self-explanatory. If we call contact push through, you
Drive.
first, yeah, some text is it?
Drive, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you drive through. Key thing is if you have your speed limiter on, disable it. If we call push through, we want to move out of the kill zone as fast as possible. So when we have a push through code, we generally want to maintain a bit of spacing, but it's secondary to you moving out of the area. So if you need to overtake a vehicle that has been disabled, overtake it and move out of the kill area. We'll cover how we deal with a disabled vehicle later. Once you're out of the kill area, that's when you should stop and regroup, move into a defensive formation. Either it's called by the convoy commander, or you move by default into herringbone or coil, depending on what's more suitable. You don't have to tell that's the action on push through. Second action on for contacts is dismount and assault. So generally that's done when we know we have the contact front, or we're not yet within the kill area, or have most forces not yet in the kill area. What this is the convoy holds in position, so either behind cover or in position as a herringbone or a coil, depending on what it's called. So infantry dismounts, secures immediate area. Then the infantry will assault the position where we have contact from, with the vehicle moving in as a support element. So this is done either by staying in position and covering a sector or covering the flanks, or more actively where you fall behind your assigned infantry element and follow them along, providing mobile base of fire. Let's see. So this is the action on contacts. Next we have the action on disabled vehicle. So disabled vehicle, first thing you need to do is go over the radio. Say you call sign vehicle disabled and your location. So approximate location, landmark, or if you have a grid, you can use it. If the vehicle is not in immediate threat, so you're not, you don't have a tank rolling up on you, or you don't have guys with RPGs ready to blow you up. So if you have only small arms fire or GLs that are a threat, generally if you're in an armor up or a tank, you're safer inside the vehicle than outside. So if it's safer, stay inside the vehicle, use whatever armaments you still have available to defend yourself. And be ready if you're asked for it, or when you have a safe moment, to pop orange smoke. Can someone tell me what orange smoke stands for in Unity?
Does it need repair?
Need repair or something.
Yeah, so yeah, it marks vehicle requiring assistance, so generally with repairs. So when you have a disabled vehicle and you're safe, pop orange smoke, everyone knows. So go over the radio, say it. If you're safe, go out, pop an orange smoke on your position. Helps everyone knows what's happening, and better to look out for where you are exactly. Not only helps the support elements finding your location, but also helps the other vehicles and elements know where elements need support. Similar to when you're seeing a purple smoke, you know casualties are there, mass cars. So you want to move in a position where you can support them, provide security around them, and thing like that. If you're in a situation where the vehicle integrity is in danger, so you have a tank rolling up, you're getting hit by multiple RPGs, this is when you need to bail out. So this is given by any of the crew. The command is bail out, bail out, bail out. This is everyone, this is the call for everyone, passenger and crew, to dismount the vehicle, move a safe distance, try to find a location where you can defend from, take over a house if you need, and wait for support. Right. So this for disabled vehicle. Last action on is canalizing grounds. This is mostly called by the front vehicle. So canalizing grounds describes any area where you have restricted vehicle movement. So you can think city where you have multiple barricades that restrict your movement. You have to slow down or you don't have alleys you can fall back into if needed. Or if you're moving through dense forest or in a valley where you don't have anywhere to go off. The response to colliding ground is a convoy holds, and we'll have the convoy commander dictates what are the next steps, so we can do similar action as an dismount and assault, where the infantry dismounts and clears the way before the vehicles goes on. Right. That good for all the actions on? Any question on those?
The last one is kind of tricky. So that depends on the
canaries in
terrain,
ground.
right?
Yeah, canaries in grounds is not really a reaction. It's a reaction to the terrain. It's not a reaction to enemy or something happening. It's something you see, you expect. An area you don't doesn't smell that good. So generally,
the only one who can call that out is the commander, right? Yeah.
Anyone can call it out, but generally you can think the front vehicle, since it's the first one to lay eyes on to what's happening, but also convoy commander, if he thinks that's the situation.
Okay. And the orange smoke, it's after the contact is clear, right? Because if I'm in the middle of a fight, I'm not gonna cut out from...
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry for interruption, just I need to leave for about 10 minutes. Would it be okay?
Yep. No.
Okay, thanks.
Right, I'll do a bit of a quiz so we can wait for him. Go, Tersh.
Yep.
What's the first thing you need to do when you have action on disabled vehicle?
I need to say in radio chat disabled vehicle.
Yep. What information do you need to say along that?
Disabled vehicle and where I'm at.
Yep. And who you are as well.
Yeah, and who I am, yeah.
Right, nice. Reapers.
Yeah.
When you have push through, what do you do with your speed?
What did I do? I increment my speed to pass through the killing zone and okay, that's all.
Yeah, you remove your speed limiter if you have it, and just speed through. You send it, yeah.
Yeah.
As safely as you can out of the kill zone. Right. Some text. What does the infantry do during a dismount and assault?
Ground protection.
Can you say again?
Can you speak louder, please?
Yeah.
So the enemy position, you did catch me with my pants down on this one.
Are you whispering?
No, I'm on shouting!
No, it's just really quiet.
Yeah, my microphone is shit. This is happening in the other FTX as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's better
I don't remember actually. Do they assault the objective?
Yep. Says in the name, dismount and assaults.
Okay,
so
good. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So they moved out of the vehicle, assault a position where we get contact from.
Got it.
And William, during the dismount and assaults, what does the vehicle crew does?
Well, the lead vehicle will call either a herringbone or a coil, and then the gunner the vehicles will stop, and then whoever's leading fire team or whatever will tell the infantry to dismount, and the gunner will cover the sector that they're moving, and then the infantry will gain distance from the vehicle and then push for the objective.
Yep. Right. So yeah, vehicle moves into supports. Juha. Action
Yes,
on disabled vehicle. You have a tank in front of you. What do you need to do?
Disabled tank, disabled my disabled vehicle.
You're the disabled vehicle. You have enemy tank in front of you.
I am seeking cover. If I have infantry on board, I am shouting dismount, dismount, dismount. And by looking for cover, I mean I get out of the vehicle, if I'm not out already. I'm just running for my life.
Pretty much.
I might
only,
also put orange soak. It's honestly
not your
practical in this moment.
Yeah,
the only thing to correct on that is the command is bail out, bail out, bail out. When you go dismount, it's only for the infantry passengers to dismount. Bail out is for all passenger and crew.
Yeah, I might also just shout abandon the ship.
Maybe if you have a boat, but yeah. Command, standardized
Yeah,
command
but
is bail out, bail
is
out, bail out.
bail out, bail out, bail out. Okay.
We teach it that way, you can expect that, and everyone expects that as it's written in SOP. Right. Any questions on the actions on?
No.
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 Right. Kirkland, are you back here? Or not yet? Take it as not yet.
We can tie them. We can tie them up and.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Or take
Aw.
him and shove him into a car.
No, don't
Take
do it.
prisoner.
No, don't do it. Come on.
No, just leave him like that.
Aww. Oh, you're no fun anymore. Wiggle, everybody, wiggle at him.
Grim.
Aggressively.
Yes.
Can you stop the stream?
Can I get what?
Are you streaming?
Yeah.
Can you stop the stream? FTX shouldn't be streamed or published.
Oh, I ask. Oh, sorry. Someone told me that is good, actually.
Yeah, no, it's only operations. As FTX is, we want to ensure everyone doesn't feel judged and